If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. Virtuous people often revenge themselves for the constraints to which they submit by the boredom which they inspire. He who acts with a constant view to his own advantage will be much murmured against. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. I slept and dreamt life is beauty. I woke and found life is duty. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. Study the past if you would define the future. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. Learning without thought is labor loss. Thought without learning is perilous. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Those who cannot forgive others break the bridge over which they themselves must pass. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal, and as though you were scared of missing it. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. Your life is what your thoughts make it. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. All people are the same, only their habits differ. Learn it widely, question it repeatedly, analyze it carefully. Then put what you have learned into practice intelligently. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. The superior man does not, even for the space of a single meal, act contrary to virtue. In moments of haste he cleaves to it, in seasons of danger he cleaves to it. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Go before the people with your example, and be laborious in their affairs. The journey with 1,000 miles begins with one step. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. You are what you think. Looking at small advantages prevents great affairs from being accomplished. The superior man makes the difficulty to be overcome his first interest. Success only comes later. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. When we see persons of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see persons of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. They must often change who would remain constant in happiness and wisdom. Be strict with yourself, but least reproachful of others, and complaint is kept afar. When anger rises, think of the consequences. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. And if in terms of 100 years, teach the people. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage or of principle. The object of the superior man is truth. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. If we don't know life, how can we know death? The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. Death and life had their determined appointments. Riches and honors depend upon heaven. I want you to be everything that you, deep at the center of your being,